the influence that we're dealing here. We're dealing here with.
So that's almost like,
and that's why I brought that up. What is Big Sexy doing for this generation?
Right. So he's just saying like
in terms of Felicia,
right? So
who represent a black queen.
Yeah.
But am I saying big sex? Was it sexy Big Red? Am I saying she's not she's not a influencer? She's not a mentor, whatever. Maybe she got it in her, but money over everything. That's what killing everybody, man.
I think that's exactly your point. It's money over everything because I'm sure she's like a great person. You know what I mean? I'm sure she got jewels. I know she's just living her life like a lot of people are. But at the end of the day, you're absolutely right about how like you present it is like really affecting the youth because the youth is who's consuming this music like we did when we were younger, and it shaped us.
But what was the difference, though?
The difference is the music that shaped us was a little bit more pure, right?
More respectful.
Okay, so I'm going to retract that statement ASAP. I don't want to say the music was pure.
Because it wasn't. Not 100%.
Well, listen to this, okay? I'm going to talk to the camera. So it's not like the music was poor. When we was growing up, we was consuming the music that was out there. And let's say, for the truth is, music is what life was.
That's what it was.
Right?
Yes.
So at that time, that's how our life was. So the music we consumed was relatable to us because I'm like, yeah, that is my life. That song is my life. I'm going through that. I'm going through that. I'm going. It through
represented
all these songs, right?
It represented you.
So let's just say, for the sake of this conversation, that hasn't changed. This is what's going on right now, and they're just teleporting.
But it changed.
And the reason we don't feel it is because we don't. Well, we're like, that's not how we grew up. And we don't feel it.
No, it also changed widely. Speaking of the youth that are having kids at a younger age.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, all that has something to do with it, right? I believe. But like, just imagine if it's just like, yo, nothing's changed as far as artistry. Like,
we just got a little more disrespectful this generation, more
because the generation
in your face.
The generation got disrespectful
in your face.
And this is the generation now. They're just telling you how they are right now, just like we told you how we was. So maybe like that's saying we was a softer generation.
But you know who failed?
What?
We did.
As far as what the OG shit, like we should have told them.
OGs.
Man, hell no.
Because the OGs were supposed to supply that type of education towards them growing up. We failed because we felt like we just needed to take care of our generation.
You know why it's hard to say we failed? Because we're not responsible for these artists that's out here.
We are responsible because the fact that these artists were very influenced. You looking at KRS-One, who's the diplomat of the hip hop genre. You're looking at, Master P.
So how does that mean? So how does that mean?
Artists.
How does that mean we fail though? Because they're not emulating KRS-One.
Public Enemy.
They're not rapping like Public Enemy.
They're
not rapping like.
They were preaching to us, so we could preach to our youth.
They were telling us how grimy they were and like how they came up, and I think these
and what
people
they had to do.
And I think these people are doing the same. That's the punchline.
I think it's the record company too. Let's blame that on them too.
Okay, facts.
Okay,
we can't deny the record company has something to
do
with it.
It's like you have an influence hip hop star who's going to speak on great things, especially making something out of nothing. Okay. Especially helping the youth that black crime or what's going on in the political area or anything that has to do with achieving that type of movement. Public Enemy was philosophers. They came out and they told you what's going on around the world. Fight the power. That was an anthem. What kind of power are we talking about?
But we still got people like that, though.
But that's where I said the record company rejected that. The record company doesn't give a damn about that.
Well,
All they really care about is how to come up with the next superstar who's going to talk negative to the youth and then grab that money and then move on.
Because that's the agenda.
And they know exactly
the agenda is
to
get, you know what I mean? To get folks, you know, riled up and fighting each other and glorifying violence and things that the youth that consume the music will grow up admiring. You know what I mean? Like little Tupacs and you know what I mean? Things like that. But like obviously our generation learned. Like as we got older, we were like, man, that wasn't cool, right? It was I think we can all agree that we can listen to some like, well, not listen to, but just know that like a lot of the things that we did in the days are not cool right now, right? And I think it's gonna be the same for this next generation. Right now, everybody's talking about like all this, you know what I mean? And you know, like everything's a cycle, man. Because like in the 50s, before like music got cleaned up a little bit, they would talk about that same kind of shit. You know what I mean? They definitely were. So I think everything's a cycle, man. It's gonna go through a cycle where right now music changes. It's gonna go back to I think it's gonna go back to the rap. Then it's gonna go back to maybe something different. You know what I mean? It just depends on like what people like.
So by the way, we're talking like this, not putting any artists down. Like I said in the beginning, we give all respect to every artist, every person in the mama that's doing music, that's in the music business. As long as you're doing your thing, that's you. But just remember the messages that you are sending.
All right, cool. So I'll drop the next topic, right?
Rap. So to finish with the Megan and Clay, it is what it is. Relationship wasn't meant to last. He don't cheat on her. She tried to kill his private, his image. But you get what you asked for. I mean, was it gonna work? I don't know.
Is it karma or is it just life, right? Who knows? You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
I don't judge her. I don't judge him for sure. I just think they was kicking it for a while and then they're not kicking it. And maybe she's really hurt because she really liked him.
And she was willing to not change, but be a better version of maybe her mom.
Yeah.
Maybe her aunt.
Yeah. Maybe she's growing up.
She's grown up.
And she's like, yo, damn, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to show you I'm growing up. And he's like, and he's still on his, you know what I mean? OG.
Most cats would say, yeah, after all them mileage, then now you wanna grow up?
Listen, the facts is the facts. All right, so the next one I want to talk about is, I don't know if you heard about this, but Nicki Minaj and her boyfriend apparently broke up. Did you hear about this?
I heard about it, but I don't know what happened. You got to break it off.
I don't know what happened, but I'll tell you what I've heard.
She never married him?
So they're not married. They have a son together, right? So there's a big story behind him himself, right? So the story behind him is he has a sexual offender registration tag, right? So here's a full story. Well, here's what I pieced together from what I've heard in the media, right? So I ain't saying like this is official sources. So apparently, as he got with Nicki and he got out of jail, everybody kind of knew that he had like a sexual predator thing. And
how long did he serve?
He served a few years, but apparently, if I can like speak on what I heard about that case before I continue, is the girl was not like 18, but she was like 17, right? She was 17, and I think he was like 19.
He was 19?
Yeah. So, I don't know if that's the age. I heard it wasn't like a huge age gap. That's what I heard. Okay? So, I'm not defending him by saying that, but I heard it wasn't a huge age gap. But at the end of the day, there was a case, so that means it shouldn't have happened. And it is what it is, right? We can't even argue that. Okay.
You can't.
So, he got with Nicki. He got out of jail for that. Got with Nicki. Whatever. Her career is still going. Whatever. She happens to move to California. the story is he tried to get a house, like a location, like I live here, but he really lives with Nikki, right? You know how you like say, hey, this is my address, but I'm really here.
Right.
You know, niggas do that all day. Respect. Nope. But I guess the court system was all like, nah, we ain't having that. You got to really tell people where you at because you're a offender and you got to register.
Wow. You should have known about that.
Right. I mean, this is all on academics.
Your PO didn't tell you about it?
Right. So, and then with that said, that's his personal situation, right?
Yeah.
So he's like, whatever happened to him, he's a sexual offender, but that's her man. You know what I mean? That's his past. She obviously knows about the story and she's okay with it, obviously, right?
Of course.
Of course. Stayed. Okay. Now, with that said, she's getting mad like people talking shit about her.
I mean, obviously.
People talking mad shit about her now, like, you know what I mean? In her battles, people like, oh, blah, 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 and mentioning him when she battled Megan. She said something about Megan's Law, which is like something about that. I think...
she fired back.
Well, yeah, she definitely fired back. So, long story short is now, the rumor is, this guy, it's the rumor, allegedly, he cheated on Nicki Minaj and he has a baby on the way. And with that said, the reason people found out is because his address changed. So he's not living in California no more. He's living in they say 800 square foot apartment in Queens, New York.
Okay, it's just getting interesting now.
Right? So that's the story. That's the whole story. So apparently they broke up. She ain't rocking with him right now. Right? Well, she got the baby, obviously. You know how that worked.
Of course.
And he's in Queens right now because he got somebody pregnant. Now, if that is the story, which I don't know if that's the whole truth.
He's not that stupid.
What would you think about that if that's the story? I don't think he's that
First
stupid
of all, knowing the fact that he's a sex offender and knowing the fact that he has a lot of people talking bad about him.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, he is with one of the top female rapper in the industry. You can't blow that out. Right, you can't blow that out.
You cannot.
You can't.
Yo, how would you even fuck that up?
I would keep my ass in the house and be like, baby, I'll be right here waiting for you.
Listen.
Go on tour.
If I was him, I would be in there trying to write bars for her. Like, hey, listen, I don't write bars, but hey, I thought about this for you. You know what I mean? Because I love you.
I will cook. Learn how to cook, clean, do whatever I got to do. And not saying that homeboy can't take care of himself. It's just that.
It's not about that, but like, that's a good situation.
You're in a good status.
That's a good situation.
My goodness.
You know what I mean? Like, and it's not about taking advantage of her wealth.
I'm sorry, but I love me some Nikki.
Yo, Nikki is top.
I like when she's
definitely top 3.
I've never seen her. I've never met her.
But I have a hard time.
But Nikki has this debonair attitude where she look at you and you just like melt.
Yeah, I think so too. You know what I mean? I loved her on Kai Cenat's stream. The Pink album was dope. I listened to it.
Is it Jordan? There was another one, a podcast. The funny dude that.
I know who you talk about.
That doesn't. It just be asking stupid questions.
Yeah. Mark.
He's funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious, yo.
He's funny dude. But
Polo. What's his name?
I don't know. Polo something.
Shit, man. Mark something. Well, anyway.
But what I can say is good luck for them. Good luck, and hopefully they patch things and move on because we do have a child in the middle.
Funny Marco.
We do have a child.
Shout out to Funny Marco. I had to shout him out.
You don't give up.
I had to shout him out because you know what I mean. I just had to.
Marco be on
out.
some funny shit.
Yeah, man, Funny Marco. That's my.
His questions are.
I think he's Haitian.
No way.
No.
Is he really?
Yo, let me know, Funny Marco. You look Haitian, bro. You look Haitian.
Sak passe na boule.
If you're not,
big up to all my Haitians.
All right, but yeah. So I mean, like to wrap that segment up, I think Homeboy fucked up the bag. I mean, but it's not even about the bag. I think that if that's really what happened, like he fucked up generally. Like as a guy, like, dude, you had a whole kid. Like, what are you doing?
You cannot get back on that. Like,
come on, you can't come back from that.
You're done.
Like, there's no way to be like that didn't happen.
You're done. But big up to Nikki. I love you. And
I love Nikki, man. We love Nikki. All right.
All about Nikki.
What's your next topic, bro?
Ooh, my next topic. I have 3 questions for each male and female.
Okay.
3 questions. You know, the number one question is, what do you think men really want, and what do you think women really want?
Okay.
In a relationship.
Well, I can easily answer for myself as a man. I think men always want, number one is peace.
Ooh.
Peace of mind. That's number one for me.
Why is peace such an major important thing
you know what?
For any man? By the way, all men, any man that's listening, anybody that feeling this question, please
tap in.
Tap in or leave a comment and tell me what men do really, and also women too. Women might know what men, need or in this crazy world. But just the first one was peace.
First one is peace.
Why is peace such an important thing for men?
So I think peace is an important thing for men because sorry, excuse me. My bad. I feel like as men, right? We're battling all day, right? So this is why we need peace from our woman. We feel like we're on guard all day. Whatever we're doing, we're like really literally feeling like it's a battle because maybe that's a man's mentality.
Let me add that. Don't forget, we are in a battle with the world, and we also in a battle home.
Yes.
Trying to make sure when we get home, things are straight.
Yes. For sure.
Mentally, we are battling 24 hours. Even when we're sleeping, we're battling.
Yeah, for sure. So this is why I think it's like so important, right? That we have peace. I feel like, when we're wherever we're at, by the time we get home, right? By the time we get back to our, person, right? That we should definitely be able to be like relaxing. And I think like sometimes, we don't get that. But anyway, to answer your question, number one, I think
I got the second one.
Is
I got
peace.
the second one.
And peace like means like peace of mind. Like I don't want drama. I want my girl to be like in a good mood. Or
but we bring drama too. We bring drama too.
We do. But I mean,
so how are we gonna get peace if we as men bringing drama home?
Number two.
You guys like that question? You guys like that answer? I mean,
you
guys like that answer? All women, all black queen, white queen, wherever you from. Do you like that answer? We men bring drama at home. Sometimes we do a little too much. Yeah, we want peace, but why are we bringing drama at home? That's
real. That's
just real.
So number one would be peace. Number two would be,
I say respect.
Respect is gotta be number two. So you know what happens when you don't feel respect? So I mean, listen, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. If you don't get respect, you don't give respect.
That's hot. You gotta earn it.
That's it. So like, if I feel like you're disrespecting me, and I'm not respected, and this is like, for like we're talking about men and women, right?
Men and women, yeah.
So like, I as I said, I can only speak from a man's perspective. I feel like if I feel like I'm disrespected by the woman I'm with, I'm not gonna respect her. I'm not gonna, be respectful to her.
Okay.
Right? And what does that mean, right? It just means like, you don't respect me, I don't respect you. So that can mean anything on a random day. It can mean that I ain't gonna buy you food, I'm gonna buy myself food. It can mean that I ain't gonna talk to you for a couple of days. You know what I mean? It can mean anything when you're in a relationship. You know what I mean? So
a lot of time I think respect is built with the way the person treats you also. You can't really allow somebody to respect you and they're treating you like shit.
Right.
The fact of the matter is
right.
our respect has to be it has to be in the middle, because as much as men want respect, we have to find ways to respect our women too. You know what I mean? We cannot expect
respect if we
anything
don't respect.
from them if you're not doing anything for them. Because women are very, very fragile. Emotionally, they get distraught by anything you say, anything you do.
I think men are more fragile than women, actually.
Yeah, you can say that.
I definitely 100% think. I think we're the ones that are like,
but we don't show it
more.
Like, we don't show it.
Well, because of our nature, right? Our nature is to be the protector, so we'll never show it.
But don't forget, emotionally, that's how women drives.
Well, I think that could be what. You know what? We might have figured a little bit about women, like talking about it, because you know how like we feel like women like always talking through their emotions to us, right?
You better
like,
be listening.
This is how I feel. This is how I feel. I had this day at work. This happened to me. Right. All that extra shit. Oh, yeah, my cousin. All these little stresses that to us is all like, yeah, like what? She didn't send an email. Who gives a shit, right? But like obviously we listen. We'd be like, yo, fuck Joanne. You know what I mean? Fuck Joanne at work. You know what I mean? Because she didn't send that email. Yeah. But at the end of the day, the fact that I feel it could be the fact that women always get a chance to, just because of their nature. And listen, if I'm wrong, don't kill me.
Also, listen.
We're just talking.
What we're talking about, the topic we're talking about, he's talking on the men's perspective. Right. But I'm also looking out for you women to try to understand both matters. Those questions are for both, male and females. So if I'm wrong, I need a female to let me know, comment, and let me know what it is.
Yeah, exactly. We might need to get somebody in here next time.
What it is, what's up?
Yep. So what I was going to say is, because they're able to always express how they feel verbally, which is, in a way, therapy, right?
Right.
Maybe that's why they're stronger. Because we are considered not stronger because, like, when we snap, we snap.
Yeah. It takes a lot. It takes
a lot. It takes a lot, but when we snap, we snap. And that's because we hold so much in. Because, like, we try and be strong all the time. And the one time we can't be strong, we're like, I'm going to fuck this whole shit up. Yep. Right? Yep. That's me. That's me. Yep. You know what I mean? The one time I snap, I'm
guilty. It is what it is.
And
especially the Caribbean. Mungizoti, Haiti, Africa.
Let's go. We're different.
Jamaica.
I think we're all the same, but we're like
we have the same mentality.
Super nice guys. Listen.
You
never want to see a
snap. You better be on guard.
You never want to see a snap.
A woman's very, very fragile when it comes to wanting what they need and how they're gonna get it. Because if you don't find ways to give them what they want, it's all hell. It's all hell.
As much as I agree with that, he's right. So I would need women to tap in to let me know, because he's right. Because I feel like, even like, and I don't like to talk about my personal situation, but sometimes I feel like I get hell a lot, and it's because I don't give what is needed, right? Just generally speaking.
Wow.
I mean, just generally speaking, I'm not talking like, it's like you didn't do what you said you was going to do.
Yeah, you got to keep your
words.
Like
whether it's the dishes or the trash. Light work. I'm talking light